Welcome to Engage on the Go. I'm Judy Maggio. A priority for Leadership Austin is to increase civic engagement by convening even more people in critical community conversations. We know not everyone's available for our monthly Engage Breakfast, so we're bringing these panel discussions to you through this Engage on the Go series. Our hope is to encourage a thoughtful dialogue about a community issue at a time and place that works for you. We want to thank our presenting sponsor, University Federal Credit Union, who's helping us bring these series of discussions to where we live, work, and play.
Hello, my name is Tony Boudet. I'm CEO of University Federal Credit Union. We're proud to partner with Leadership Austin as presenting sponsor of Engage on the Go. We hope this series sparks thoughtful, respectful dialogues at a time and place that work best for you.
Traffic. It's the problem Austin loves to hate. But behind the griping and the gridlock are deep-seated transportation issues that impact the quality of life for almost everyone who calls Central Texas home. How does transportation impact Austin's affordability and livability?
There is a real cost of transportation in our town. Quite often in the last few years, I-35 between 183 and 290 has been either the first or second most congested segment of highway in the entire state of Texas. And it costs a lot to sit in traffic from time and fuel and delay. So how do you start addressing some of this and making it equitable for everybody? Well, I'm a firm believer in an all of the above type approach. Obviously, we need roadway capacity. We need for the roadways to operate just as best as they can with the use of technology. We need to be sure we have good transit options as well. And also, regardless of what kind of mode you choose, you should have a way to bike or walk to wherever you need to go, if at all possible. And also, we need to use non-roadway type solutions like travel demand management, where folks maybe stay home one day a week and work from home. And then traffic will be reduced. I think if you take all of those type of approaches, along with the managed lanes approaches that you see CTRMA advancing, which will give transit a very reliable travel time in the future, that's going to make our town more affordable and provide transportation options to folks all over town, regardless of where they live.
It is something that is a challenge because it creates other problems for us as well. Not just with the demand for more transportation infrastructure further and further out, but you also lose opportunities. People do not have access to the same kinds of things that those of us who are fortunate to continue to live here in the central part of Austin can get to much easier.
How well is this community utilizing public transportation?
We need to find a way to get beyond those. We need to find a way to get beyond arbitrary service area boundaries. We need to find a way to shape the growth of our city such that there are more communities that are supportive of the type of transit service that we need to have to give people access to the things that they need to create a better life for themselves. I think we're taking some very positive steps. But it is a challenge. It is a challenge to get there.
I would say that when we're thinking about public transit and when we're thinking about the range of transportation options that we are trying to improve and offer our communities, that we really need to think not just about are we providing all the options, but we need to use public policy to steer people and make certain of those options much more attractive.
How will we pay for the roads of the future?
You're right, the fuel tax has obviously been the main way to pay for roadways for a long time, but as you all know, nothing has happened to the fuel tax since the early 90s, both on the federal side or the state side. So the buying power of that particular fund source is going down and down. Fortunately, Governor Abbott took a great approach the last two sessions, by passing propositions that weren't directly tied to the fuel tax that allow more monies to come in for roadways. One with Proposition 1, which is dealing directly with revenues brought in from oil and gas, and then also Proposition 7, which deals with a motor vehicle sales tax that'll kick in 2018. Those are significant amounts of dollars that will be coming into the state coffers that are not gas tax based.
We shouldn't expect the local taxpayer through GO bonds to shoulder the full burden of any improvement. We should take only as much money as we need to take and bring in state money and federal money and private developer money and leverage all of that to actually get the project done. That's the way it's supposed to work. And that's what you're going to see more and more in the future. It has to be funding partnerships. That's how we get things done.
What are some ways we as individuals can improve transportation in our city and make it more equitable and affordable for everyone?
If we could get everybody to just try something different one day a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if everybody just did something different, shift your work schedule, telecommute, carpool, take a bus, play hooky, just do something.
I like the play hooky option.
One day a
That's
week.
good one.
Are we putting new residences, new commercial centers, new employment centers in places that can be well served by transportation, that are well served by existing transportation services, or could be in the future? Are we growing the city in a way that repeats old patterns? Are we just sticking a big parking lot right behind this new commercial center? Or are we designing this space as something that's emphasizing walkability, bikeability, putting the bus stop front and center for people to have the most convenient access by public transportation? And think about affordability as well. Are we building our city in a way that a wide range of people, particularly at lower ends of the income spectrum, can afford to live in places that have the kinds of access each of us desires?
Great points. And finally, Carlos.
Yeah, just if you just talk to your friends and let them know that cost sharing is not a bad thing, that doesn't have to be all one entity paying for different types of improvements. In our area, we're very fortunate that a lot of the local entities really get it and understand how important transportation is, because all their constituents drive on those same roads. Whether it's Williamson County passing road bonds to put on the state highway system, Hayes County doing the same thing, or the city including in their bond roads money for that lovely intersection at 2222 and 620 to get something done out there. Yeah. That's all good things because it does take all of those fund sources to make things happen. So it is okay, in my opinion, to cost share.
There are no easy answers for the complicated transportation and traffic issues facing the Austin area, but by engaging in thoughtful, respectful dialogues and listening to one another, we can be part of the solution.
We hope you found this edition of Engage on the Go helpful. Greater Austin is a diverse, rapidly growing region facing issues that will certainly shape this place we call home. Please enjoy your conversation, and thank you for caring enough to share your perspectives with each other.